Welcome everyone to race number 16. We're here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Jack Lightning Blades is on pole, followed by Josh Harmon on the outside pole. Here are your full qualifying results, and now we take you to trackside. About to get the race command here. Then we'll do our usuals. Here it is.
Drivers, start your engines.
Alright, engines fired up. We are ready to go here at the Magic Mile. Wheel is set and rolling off pit road. So the top two, no change for them. Toby McCoy, Jack a Snow Chaser. 7-point gap between first and second. The 45 team is up to third in points, gaining 2 positions. Terry Bull in the 27, losing 1 spot, dropping in the 4th. Colin Bear has gone up 2 positions. He is now up to 5th. That 31 team has been improving big time. They were so deep in the points even after getting a win early in the season, but then got that second win and started to improve ever since. Now moved up to 5th in the points. Hernandez in the 10 has dropped to 6th place. Josh Harmon has dropped to 7th. Tim Randolph is now inside the top 10 in 8th place. Carlson in the 44 is 9th still. Austin Lagrange is now also in the top 10, gaining 3 spots. Pace car is off. We're ready to go green here at New Hampshire. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway. Very good start for the 18. Gets going right away. Really big lead here. They're still side by side for second. And all the way through, Johnny Cox in the 21, battling Josh Harmon. And the 21 will clear. The 18 will come around and lead lap number 1. And we got a car spinning, several cars around. And the yellow flag flies just right after the leader leads the first lap. So we're able to get the first lap under green at least. The 18 uncontested right here. They'll easily take this yellow unless mechanical failure. The only thing stopping. Be a battle for second though. Johnny Cox with the run off the top. He'll take second. The 51 is third. Daisy Vitar 4th. Stephen Oakes 5th. Alright, first caution of the day. Let's take a look at the replay. So the 36 of Jonathan Wong we saw get turned coming off turn 4. There are 3 wide. Kenny Johnson gets into the left side. And the 15 looks like they're going to do their own incident there. Brad Cheston, Nathan Irwin also collected, but minor damage there. Yeah, it wasn't too big of a wreck for either of them. I guess Sam Tenney got the worst of that. Yeah, he was in the middle 3 wide, right behind. Oh, not directly behind, but yep, looks like the 15 might have got a little too hot into the turn. Onto the 28, bounced off him. Spins in front, or goes right in front of the 91, and goes in nose first. But not a big head-on impact into the wall. Yep, should be okay. First caution of the day, take you back to the restart. Alright, getting ready to go green, so no surprise that no one has retired from that crash. So I dropped something on the ground. Alright, here we go. Getting ready for the restart here. See the 18 get another good launch. Pace car's off. Here we go. Green flag's out. Back underway. This time Johnny Cox, really good jump. This time he gets out in front, the outside line, and clears the 18 before entering turn 1. That's how you know it's a very good restart there. A lot of pushing and shoving going on. They're already 3 wide again. And there goes a 44 and the 45. Big hit for Carlson, and we're under caution again. Yeah, I was hoping they would last a little longer than that. And Cox will take the yellow flag. Alright, caution's back out. Let's take a look at the replay. So Eric Carlson, we got 2 drivers who are in the top 10 in points getting collected. So Carlson He went up high, kind of opened a door, then there were 4 wide. And there was no room there, and on the 91, I just got a piece of that. And the 45, who's third in the points. And that was a pretty big hit. Let's go on board here. Hit the 45 team. Okay, so in the middle, a little bit of contact. Okay, that might explain things a little more. Okay, they got together again. Luckily, the 45 broke loose, got on the brakes, spun the car, and just touches the wall. But the 45, that sharp angle into the wall, that's a bad one. Yeah, you know how the physics were. They pick up speed when that happens. 145 miles an hour. And Tyson Aquino, that came just half an inch, maybe less than that, from a huge hit. So that might put Carlson out of the race. And yeah, it might be only him. Probably going to be him, most likely. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So, as I expected, Eric Carlson is out of the race. The season opener winner, who's been having a pretty decent season. Not just getting a win and just floundering around. But this will definitely put him out the top 10. Alright, here we go. Getting ready for the restart here. Pace car's off, getting ready to go green. Green flag waves, back underway. And Lightning Blaze will take the lead back, but doesn't get a nice of a jump like Johnny Cox that last restart. Blaze kind of slipped up, and Anderson, they both saved it. Close call right there. Battle for second. No, not really. More like a battle for third. There's Cole Colby in the 32, the 31 and the 8. Really close to the wall, but the 10 goes around. No caution. No caution. No caution. Had a wreck on the bow. Oh, there we go. Now that's going to rank up the caution. Connor Breen and Blazy Batar. Big flip for the 42. I think that would have happened either way since it happened behind the leaders. Alright, now the caution comes out again. Johnny Cox takes the yellow. We'll take a look at the replay. We'll take a look at this wreck first with the 10 and the 36. They're practically the 10. Hernandez pushing up. Gotta probably overdrove it. Collects a couple of guys, the 36 and the 91. And yeah, I don't know why this wasn't an automatic yellow. We got a car wrecked. Even though it was further back. That no debris on the track too. But either way, they would have crashed again, as we saw Connor Breen in the 42. He was battling Blazy Batar. Looks like it was for 9th. And both cars in the air, but Connor Breen goes upside down. Yeah, when you wedge another driver like that, you're going to flip over. But it wasn't a violent flip, though. Oh, and there goes Brad Cheston, too. We just had to have a second one, didn't we? Oh, and the 45 is right underneath the 42. A lot of smoke coming out of Connor Breen, but he's still able to drive that thing back to the garage area. Yeah, that's a huge wreck right there, and he's still able to go. I don't know how. A lot of damage on the one car, you can see. Let's take a look at that again. Blazy Batar in a 20. He's got himself a win this season as well. Was on the outside. Yeah, just along for the ride. Yeah, he just gets squeezed in the wall, so much so he gets on 2 wheels. And here comes the rest. The 2 hits him. There's the 8. They all just stack up, basically. More cars coming into the picture. And who flipped the 7 over? Let's see here. Spectator cam. Oh, it was the 1. Okay. Okay, well, we should have known because he's got a lot of front end damage. Let's go over with the 45 here. Having the car land on top of her car. This time she does not get away with minimal damage. Went low, then went high, and went right underneath the 42. I just didn't know where that 42 was going to flip. It's just all over the place. Not many lanes to pick. More pushing, shoving, wrecking here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so that's our third caution of the day. Everyone somewhat recovered, but definitely a few will be going to the garage area. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, coming to the green here. 37 cars left, 35 of them on the lead lap. Johnny Cox is our current leader of this 21 team. Where is he in the points? 11th. So it's one spot out. He's only 5 points back in the top 10 entering this race. He's got one top 5 to his name and 4 top 10s, an average finish of a 19.0. So not too bad for this 21 team. Looking to get that win though. Green flag's out, back underway. The 51 with a good restart. He'll lead a lap, but not good enough. Cole Colby in the 32 in third place, looking to make it 2 in a row. A little more pushing and shoving. Anderson in the 43 in the middle lane, but they keep it straight. Cole Colby trying to keep that streak going. 12 spots gained after his win at Iowa Speedway. Don't think he'll gain that many if he wins again, but he'll gain quite a few more as the yellow is out again, isn't it? But we'll race back to the line. Oh, we got more wrecking. Ray Bill and the double zeros in it. The 92, Riley Sampson. So we got 2 wrecks to look at. Racing it back to the stripe here. Colby to 32, not close enough to make a move. Be Johnny Cox once again taking the yellow flag. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. Alright, so take a look here. Jonathan Wong in the 36 involved in another crash. Was battling with the 97 of Green. Puts himself and Green on the wall. There's a 45. And then there's a 10 getting sucked into it as well. So another small crash, nothing much to it. But then we move up ahead, we see another crash. Ray Bill in the double zero. This sounded a lot worse. Looks like he pinned the 28 to the wall there. Yeah, they were leaning on the front straightaway, and eventually he puts him in the wall, but it didn't really work out well for him. So he ends up spinning out. Gets shoved by the 19, and he gets hit hard by the 92. And takes another shot to the outside wall as well. So coming off from 2 top 10 finishes in a row, Ray Bill is back to getting involved in crashes and poor finishes, it looks like. Pretty big hit for Riley Sampson. He might be out of this one. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. So lights are just turned off. 92 if Sampson is out. 36 cars are left. So what about the rest? The top 20. So we know Johnny Cox is 11th. Dane Amin, the 35 team, has dropped 4 positions. We know Cole Colby is up to 13th in points. Joshua Cecily, 14th. He's up 2. Luke Contreras gone down 5. He's 15th. Jonathan Wong up 2 positions, moving up to 16th place. Riley Sampson, he is the highest running driver in the points without a top 5 finish. He sits in 17th place. Ryan Butcher gained 6 spots. He's up to 18th. Cole Sampson is up to 19th, getting a spot. And Wes McCoy has dropped a spot. He's down to 20th. Alright, so pace car about to come off. Getting ready for the restart here. Green flag waves, back underway. Oh, Skylar Taylor, she passed before? Start finish line on the inside. Now you can sort of get away with it if you time it right. Kenny Johnson, William Cantrell, and oh, there goes Josh Harmon around. 5:53, a few more others. Man, the car's just getting bounced around everywhere, and he's still getting hit. Still side by side for the lead. Can Cole Colby get that run off the top side? I don't think he can. Johnny Cox clears. Fitzwater Sr. also gains a spot. He'll take second at the line. And we're under caution once more. Okay, let's take a look at the replay. So Josh Harmon in the 48. This is not what he needs. Not at all. 4 wide coming off 2. There's a 9 car on the inside. So almost tipped over. There's a 5. Gets into the 53. But watch Harmon just get bounced around like a pinball. Big hit from the 8. Big hit from the 10. Just sends that car into a series of spins. Not too many were involved though. Hernandez's day, it's been a tough one. The 2-time winner this season, just having a rough one. 32nd at the moment, or was. Yeah, I just can't afford these bad finishes now. The races are winding down, championship is tightening up. Here's Wes McCoy in the 8 car, let's ride on board with him. He also got a big piece of that crash. Yeah, he got redirected by Tim Randolph. They didn't make any contact. 8 would have just gone by, no problem. And if Wes McCoy didn't do that, then Hernandez would have gone into the 48 Harmon. So that small hit from Tim Randolph created a big impact, especially for 2 other drivers. I haven't been counting the cautions, but it's been a lot. I'll take you back to the restart now. Alright, here we go. So a few more guys out of the race. Johnny Cox in a 21. I believe he's led the most laps so far. I don't think he's clinched it yet. Maybe. But we'll see once the race is over. Fitzwater Sr. in the 38. He has a win this season, but 32nd in points. Green flag waves back underway. Safe to say he won't be contending for the championship. Wasting no time to get back to 3 wide racing. Stephen Oakes in the 11 had a good run at Iowa Speedway until it was a piston that went out. And that 3 wide pass pays off. He takes 3rd, but here comes Cole Colby at a 32. And we got ourselves a new leader. Oh, and there goes Johnson. Oh, big pile up, and I see Johnson upside down. Coming to 15 to go here. And under caution. Once more. Alright. Cole Colby, the leader. Let's take a look at the replay. So, Kenny Johnson in the 81. Looks like he was trying to clear the 51. Maybe when they make contact, but couldn't get off of each other. That collects the 9 car, the 97, the 07. There's just cars spinning everywhere, and that just gets just a big log jam, man. It was a 28 who got into Johnson there, flipped them over, just goes over once. A lot of wreck race cars. It is our biggest wreck so far. 39 or 29 smoking, 2 car. Heavy front end damage. Jonathan Wong, heavy front end damage. Same for Aquino in a 91. There's a 51. Was running top 5 early on in the race. Was 10th at the time. Gets collected. Go on board with the 51 car. Rewind this a little bit more. Yeah, a lot of these flatter race tracks, no banking or hardly any banking. See a lot of drivers just trying to send it into the low line and try to clear, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Our points leader is collected, Tobin McCoy. Yeah, he was sort of about to avoid it, just gets in that 81. It looks like he was going to save it, but then he just spun the car out. And we'll take a look at this one more time. Let's go on board with the 28. Yeah, entire track's blocked. There's a 45 involving another crash. And right directly in the driver's side, too. Not a huge flip, but it was definitely a big hit. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So, 31 cars left. Still got a lot of cars out there. Despite all the wrecks we've had today, still got 30 cars, 31 cars exactly. And we're back underway. Green flag's out, back underway. The 18 wants to go. 3 wide for third, maybe even for second. Yeah, it'll be for second here. Lightning Blaze clears them both. And there goes another car. The 51 was airborne. No caution. Okay, this time I'll throw the yellow. And we're approaching the 10 laps to go. And Colby again will take the yellow flag. Alright, let's take a look at the replay. So, the 51 team. No, actually started with Brad Cheston and Luke Contreras. They got together. Cheston goes down. Tags the 51 and woo. Now that was kind of interesting. So Cheston ends up wiping out 2 drivers. Because it was only about to wipe out 1 and yeah, they squeezed together, causing both cars to go out on 2 wheels. But that 51 went a lot higher than the 53. Somehow it will still go. Still drive it, but I think that's it. Yep. Was having such a good day too. Then caught up in that wreck. And now caught up in another wreck. And looks like, yep, one more time we'll go on board with the 7. Did a very minor flip. Still on the lead lap, right? Into the 53. Sends both cars down. Just tags the 51 unintentionally due to the contact. No, he's not a lap. He's first car lap down. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So 30 cars left. 26 left out on the late lap. Cole Colby in the 32 trying to make it 2 wins in a row. Trying to be the 3rd driver to get their 2nd win. Yeah, pretty big turnaround for the 32 team. Nearly got the win in Road America. Then got the win in Iowa. And potentially gonna get the win here in New Hampshire. 6 to go when they take the green flag. Still got time here. So that's 3 straight top 3 finishes for this, or 2 straight now. Could be a 3rd for this 32 team. Here we go. Lightning Blaze also the leader early on in the race. So restarting 2nd. Alright, green flag's out. Back on our way. And a massive jump on the outside line. Stephen Oakes on the 11. Tried the inside. Went to the flat part. You don't want to go on that flat part of the track. Nope, nope. Trouble again. Wong's going around. And now I'll bring out the yellow. I was hoping it wouldn't. Colby trying to retake the lead. Coming to the caution. But it might be better to restart on the outside. Maybe, if you can get a good launch. 5 to go. Don't think it'll be a green-white checkered. We'll take a look at the replay first. Alright, so caution was out for this, probably because it was still in front of the couple of guys. 36, 5, and 45. Yeah, just squeezed. No room. One goes for a skid. If they're at the tail of the field, that wouldn't have been a caution, but they weren't. So alright, we'll take you back to the restart. May or may not be a green-white checkered finish. Alright, it will not be a green-white checkered finish. It's going to be a classic 1-lap shootout, old school. This is what we used to hope for before we did overtime. So green and white being displayed at the same time. And this is our 2nd win of the year, I think. Or the season. The 18 team, Checka Lightning Blaze, has already got herself a win, looking for their 2nd one. So will it be Cole Colby or Lightning Blaze getting their 2nd win of the season? Or will it be a new winner You know, Stephen Oakes in the 11 is hungry for the win. William Cantrell, Johnny Cox led quite a few today. He sits in 5th. He might have to make an insane move to win this one. We started back in 5th place. Here we go. Green flag is out. And the white flag is out. And Colby with a good restart. Is it good enough? Yes. Good enough for the jump. And we're crashing behind, but it doesn't matter. And there goes a 19 and a 9. Big hit. Just crashing everywhere into 3 and 4. Colby clear track. No one behind. No one close enough to take it. Checkered and yellow comes out. And Colby will make it 2 wins in a row. And the rest of the field. Now here comes the 9. Anybody else? Okay. I think they're just recovering from that crash. They all just said fuck it and just went for it. Randolph, Cheston, Snow Chaser. Both the top 2 crashed. It looks like the 19's not even going to finish. Alright, let's take a look at the full results first. Alright, so there you have it. Colby the winner. Lightning Blaze, Stephen Oakes, Johnny Cox, William Cantrell, Alexander Rowe, Campbell Marsh, Terry Bull, Ryan Butcher, and Max Anderson, your top 10. Here is the rest of the race results. I guess technically 29 cars finished the race. And yeah, we had quite a few wrecks today. Had our met our quota for at least 1 car upside down. We had 3 today. Connor Breen, Brad Cheston, and then Kenny Johnson. And let's take a look at all those wrecks at the end. First we saw the 0-0 of Ray Bill. He was up to 12th here. And then, oh yeah, Fitzwater Cedar bumped him out of the way. Classic bump and run. Takes out 3 drivers. So they kept it straight. So this would have been a yellow either way. I don't think the lights didn't even come on. But then we saw the 19 and the 9, the top 2. This was a battle. Well, actually the 14 got on the back of the 19. Hooked it back in and just happened to take the 9 car out. Huge hit for Snow Chaser. Only a 7-point gap, and there's Brad Cheston. There's that big hit from the 7. And then Tim Randolph, nowhere to go. He gets in the 7 of Cheston there. Almost finished this race after being upside down earlier. But there was 1 lap short at the end. And yep, those 2 needed to be towed back. Yeah, a lot of chaos there in this last lap. There was just wrecking everywhere. From the helicopter view. Actually, let's go on board with the 7 car. Just catch that quarter paddle. And now this time with Tim Randolph as he gets in the chest in there. Rear ends him hard. Also got Ray Bill, the 0-0. That's a tough one for Ray Bill. Was looking for another top 10 finish. 3rd straight. But then he gets bumped and run by the 38 there at the end. Definitely going to have some words with him after this one. Alright, so there you have it. Colby, the race winner for the 2nd straight race in a row, will now take you to victory lane.